I know what you're thinking. Kind of weird. You're streaming on Sunday of all things. Oh, wait, I forgot about my thing on. You're streaming on Sunday? Yeah, it is weird. Oh, I got 1 minute. I'll just wait the 1 minute out. I thought they were all done. Do I have pet stuff? I don't think so. I have the hiccups today. Good morning. How are you guys? I hope that your weekend is great. You know, I wasn't thinking, like, consistency is one of the most important things, and I kind of lack consistency because of being sleepy boy. I kind of want to, like, I want consistency, but my life itself isn't consistent. So I was thinking, like, what if I move myself up to 12 p.m. and then I'm like, wait, if I move myself up to 12 p.m., something's gonna happen, and I'm either gonna have to move my stream back or I'm gonna have to move my stream forward. So I think I'll just keep trying for 10. What time is it? Is it almost 10? Let's go back. In a couple of minutes, I'm gonna get one more of these baits. You can fish during the weekday, so that's what I plan on doing. I'm gonna fish during the weekday, and I dump all the fish during the weekend. Unless this is the last... Wait, is this the last week for it? I mean, if it is, I'm screwed anyway, because there's no way I can get the 300. Oh? Oh, Geel. There's no way I can get the 300 size fish. As soon as all the birds drop on everyone, or drop notes on everyone's head. Phone, please. All right. In a position where it won't beep in you guys' ears. Let me change channels. We'll go down one channel. My PC. Oh, I did get it for today. Okay, I guess it resets at 3 a.m. She's like, Dad, I'm hungry. And he's like, I can't cook for you right now, honey. I'm trying to get fish from the Militians. Evolution, advanced. I need to try to get to 200 this week. I haven't been level 200 in a while. I haven't been very motivated to get to level 200. I hope you guys have been getting luck with this event, because I haven't. It's been pretty bad. Like, I don't think the event is bad itself, but like, I haven't gotten any luck with it. I've been mostly doing runs solo though, so it takes me like half an hour to an hour to do each run. I think I might start doing Feth. Although, like, I have a bit of a problem with Feth where, like, if I'm not on the top of my game, Donut causes me a lot of issues. But, like, it hasn't been too bad. Oh, actually, maybe I should, take the path of least resistance. Oh, I don't have Dorcha. Ow. And another shockwave. There we go. I can't. I don't have enough Dorcha. I keep trying to do it for some reason. Go after him, doggo. I'm a little bit on the sluggish side right now. But that's okay. But is there anything I need? I've been keeping on, like, learning to keep my BFO up all the time. So when Alchematic Stinger comes out, I won't have access to, BFO all the time. No. I'll take one level 60s, please. Maybe I should use a 2x combat potion. I've been thinking about, like, switching out some of my my puppet skills on my hot bars, like these bars, in favor of archery. Not too sure. 'Cause I don't get to use my puppets as much as I used to. The biggest like the biggest stopper of me using my puppets is that often or not, when I attempt to use my puppets, I get hit like immediately. Like someone's like I get smashed by an enemy that didn't look like it was going after me. I get magnum shot. Something. But like I'll summon my puppet and then I'll get hit and then I will desync and my puppet line will break. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm not far enough? And then I kind of have to wait to use my puppet again. I gotta respawn it. I would say, game, are you okay? I don't have Dorka. Well, level 60. I'm 61. Hell yeah. Couldn't find my mouse. Disappeared. Each. I don't think I have any other EXP boosters. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. How many passes do I have? Oh, I have more than enough. I have 28, okay. Good. Oh, this one. I guess, like, my alternative, right, is that I could instead use, I could stop using WASD to move and use my mouse. That way I can have access to the F keys. I have such, like... Oh, my eyes. I have a bit of a history with the F keys. I don't do so good with them. Who's the one who connects? Let's see... Poison gems, you are. I missed the F keys a lot. I tried for years. I played this game for years, like before they gave WASD, and I just missed the F keys a lot. The keyboard that I have doesn't have a space between like the F keys. Like the original keyboard that I played this game on, where I didn't do too bad. It was like F1 through 4, and then it would have a space, and then it would be 4 through 8, etc. I think I need like a little divider of some kind. I might even make one myself. Like put something in between the F keys to help me feel it out. Please stop killing the zombies that I spear, you assholes. I'm trying to blow up entire sections. Gotta keep an eye out too, because sometimes demon weapons drop here. They're not the greatest drops, but they do help you make revenant weapons. Ah, ouch. Got stuck. Go this way? I don't have to throw this many ice spears, but I also don't like sitting around doing nothing. Why is that bear not dead? Okay. I just realized that my hotbar was on the wrong thing. Why I kept trying to... I wanted this charging strike earlier, but I started charging lightning rod, and it was a good thing I was holding down the button. Not earlier as in like earlier in the stream, but like earlier this morning. Today's like the first day this week that I slept more than like 2 hours. I don't, like, this week has been really weird for my sleep. I've been sleeping like 2 hours and then I wake up and I feel kind of alright-ish, but still kind of tired. And then I go and I do it again. Yeah, this is the entire game. This is Maganogi. Yeah. This is the 3D iteration of Plants vs. Zombies. I'm a plant. As you can see, I'm a sunflower. I gave my sunflower headphones and a school uniform because characters can't be Japanese unless they're wearing a school uniform. Please give me fine leather game. Actually, is a sailor uniform to be Japanese. Oh, well, that's probably why the sailor uniforms cost so much, because, you know, they're the real deal. I'm not a true Scotsman, you know? I have no idea where my character was going. Magic is such a pain in the ass, dude, I tell you. It is the easiest thing to play in this game, but it is so messy. I have no idea where my character is going like 90% of the time. Like, I'll charge Fireball and I'll lock onto an enemy and click him, and my character will be like, hold on, I'm about to attack that guy all the way over there. I'm like, where are you going? Where are you going with that Fireball? You know, maybe what the problem is that I'm actually too big brain. Because I think about where to throw my fireball instead of throwing it all over the place like everyone else does. I have problems. You're not supposed to think about your fireball, you're supposed to just throw it and let the game do the rest. What's that one hidden? Hold on. Oh, it gave me movement speed. God dang it. There's a lot of movement speed, too. Yeah, fireball! Fire, fire! I know playing Magic would have made my life easier, because all I needed to do was get 2 pieces of gear, and I would have been able to do Tech Elite at this point. But I'm happy I stopped playing Magic, because I would hate this game right now. I would be like, this game is a fucking job. I just get on, and I press Fireball, and I throw Hailstorm, and everything be alright. And I know, like, technically I do the same thing with archery, because I'm mostly just hitting shit with Magnum Shot. But I feel kind of satisfied when I hit stuff with Magnum Shot and then do the big number. Yeah, it's a long shot from what it used to be in terms of difficulty, but that's fine, you know. It's not a thing for me anymore. My heart will go on. I mean, if you wanted to play that way, sure, but you could get away with fusion bolt and stuff more often. It was just because there was a lot less, there was a lot less like requirement to use specialized gear back then than it is now. The scaling on enemies nowadays is much heavier than it was before. I think around like what? Was it G18 when Saga came out? I think that was around a time where I was starting to get forced into using Chain Cast Firebolt Wand, because if I didn't, I couldn't do enough damage to like survive a lot of stuff, and I didn't have the time to chain cast. It was the what do they call it? The Cassier Hearts or something like that. Those guys are like immune to knockback, and if you knock them back, they would instead desync and move towards you. They load it final hit, and they would always just sprint directly for you. They were like they were the most human enemies I've ever experienced. Literally the human experience. Activate final hit, run at opponent, profit. I guess what I mean to say is like, well, I'm 150 already, I don't need to do this anymore. It was a requirement. Like, it wasn't a requirement to use the Chaincast Firebolt back then, but it's kind of a requirement. Like, it's a requirement now to use Chaincast stuff. Times have changed in a manner of like, what used to be really strong and you had the choice of using it is no longer a choice. It's like you use it or you die. Final hit was fun. You either win or the enemy heavy standards you and you die. Oh yeah, I remember that. You would like you would use final hit versus the enemies at the end of Bari. They would ping and then hit you like 6 times and you'd fucking like die instantly. You would just explode because the enemies would just like rapidly chain normal hits on you off of one ping into your advanced heavy standard. If I recall, that was back when like getting knocked down would get you out of final hit too. Like you could get windmilled or countered, and that was it for final hit. You just kind of like ruined it. Oh, like what I was talking about yesterday with a couple of friends goes in line with what I was just kind of mentioning. I don't mean like you're absolutely forced to use only one thing or else you can't play. Like obviously, you could use Thunder and Lightning Rod if you build around it. The issue that I have with Magic is that like when you build Magic now, you have to go towards like you have to go towards like 2 to 3 skills. And I kind of like when I was playing Magic in the earlier days, I liked that I had so many skills that were like strong, that were different, you know, different situations. Like Lightning Bolt had more hit stun and potentially more damage. Ice Bolt costs like no MP, and then you could use it to like stall for time. You know, Firebolt was the single target damage. Chaincast Firebolt was great, obviously, for like killing things one at a time. Chaincast Lightning was really good for like, you know, knocking back entire groups of enemies, and if they were weak enemies, you just like clear entire rooms with Chaincast Lightning Bolt. Um, and oh, Chaincast Ice Bolt was, well, stalling. I wish they did more with Ice Bolt back then. They did make it regenerate some MP, but it didn't regenerate a lot. Then, well, you guys know Ice Spear was for like blowing up entire rooms if you got the chance to do so. It would do wave by wave. If you got like if you scored a good hit. Thunder. Thunder was for those like really tight end groups that you were trying to take care of. And Fireball, if you were lucky enough to get it, was to like clear one wave. And then you would proceed to like use other stuff to clear the rest because you didn't have time to charge all 5 charges of Fireball. But then we got Spell Walk. And then eventually we got the new Spirit weapon update. And so it's like you don't really see bolts anymore. If you do, you see Fusion Bolt, and you only really see Fusion Bolt on like Korean servers or people who are using Blaze setups where they'll death mark an enemy, hit them with a pet blast, hit them with ice lightning fusion bolt, which will tag a bunch of enemies and pull them together, and they will also like max out their knockdown gauge, and then they immediately go into Blaze. And because their knockdown gauge is maxed out, they won't get sent flying backwards. So they'll like get knocked down on the spot and blow up for tremendous amounts of damage, which is a really nice setup. But you have to like build really hard for that kind of stuff, and it only really works on trash mobs. The the like situations for a lot of that stuff is kind of gone now because you just replace it with big damage. Like, what's the point of using Chaincast Lightning Bolt when I can just use Chaincast Thunder now? Why would I use Chaincast, like, Ice Bolt when I could just, like, Chaincast Fusion Bolt? We've kind of, like, moved away from having a bunch of tools that were useful for different things. Although, Ice Bolt was still, like, not very good. To having, like, we just, like, focusing on just one thing and doing that one thing very good. I've fallen into really liking archery because even though archery is pretty linear, I would much rather be able to use everything in my kit than only have like a few things that are worth using in my kit because I have to build around them. Like if you want to use Ice Spear, you're gonna build for ice magic damage, which means you're gonna build for Hailstorm. Well, technically, because you're gonna build Ice Mastery, you're gonna get Rosary Gloves, the shabam, and you'll probably get like an Echo Stone or accidentally get Ice Spear, Blast Radius plus, and call it a day. If you're trying to build for like Fireball, Fireball is pretty much all you get out of it. Like, when you build for Fire Mastery, Fireball's all you get, because you only have Fireball, Firebolt, and Meteor. You only get to use Meteor so many times, and you don't get Chaincast Firebolt on staffs, so if you're building for Fireball, you're building for Fireball. And if you build for Lightning, you probably have more versatility than the other two, uh, because, you have Thunder and you have Lightning Rod, which gives you a bit more room to use more things for it. But like overall, it's still kind of the same thing as building for Ice without the I load up skill and I click the enemy until they died. I'm not a big fan of like builds being pushed towards like 1 or 2 attacks and then having no real use for anything else when you get to a high enough point. Though I do understand the aspect of RPGs where it's you'll eventually get to the point where you want to specialize. Instead of having a lot of tools, you want to just have the really good tools. I'm not oblivious to that. I do understand. I just, to an extent, I wish that we were building around talents instead of building around skills, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I would much rather take a route in which, instead of like, I look at this and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna build for Lightning Rod and Thunder, so I'm just gonna get Thunder Mastery and then get Thunder damage and Lightning Rod max damage or charge speed. I would just be like, I'm just gonna build around like the damage magic, where I get like ice mastery, fire mastery, lightning mastery, and then like charge time decrease, MP usage, or something like that. Like more general buffs that apply to like all of these that are like in the damaging side of magic, opposed to just building around a particular skill. Skill specific buffs ruin the game should be class wide stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't really like the fact that I have to build really heavily around like specific skills. When it comes to archery, there isn't much to really build around. You build around Magnum Shot, Crash Shot, and Final Shot, and Crash Shot and Magnum Shot are on the same pieces, and Final Shot is on a different piece. The other skills are more utility than they are damage. Like, you use Mirage Shot to slow stuff down, you don't use it to kill things. You use Support Shot to buff people's physical attacks, which that won't last too long because they're nerfing the hell out of that. And you use Urgent Shot to get enemies off of you, slash to boost your damage by 10%. Is it 10%? 12% for 10 seconds. And you could actually use Urgent Shot while you're in hit stun, so it's really nice. Like, you use all your archery skills for, like, most of your archery skills are utility, and your two damaging skills are the only things you have to spec into, and you can like build for those both at the same time. So like when I play archery, I feel like I'm building for my class. I don't feel like I'm building just for an attack, even though I'm like aiming to get 3 things. What did I come here for? Oh yeah, I need to put money away. That's all I'm saying. Like when I say that, like I don't like how Magic has turned out, because I feel like whenever I play Magic, I'm forced to just do Hailstorm. I'm forced to just use like Fireball. But like when I play archery, I have a bunch of tools that I can use other than that to like fight. I don't know if my point is getting across. I hope that I'm not like messing this up. I'm not really good at getting my point across. And people like it, you know, I say stick with it. You know, the game isn't built for me. It's built for the people who enjoy the game more than I do. So, in the end, uh, you know, unless a lot of people agree with what I'm saying, there's no reason to change anything. And I think the game is probably better off for it. It seems that people really like building just for one skill. People like playing Elemental Knight and only using Dynavolt Smash for damage, and then using everything else to just knock stuff down or to stall things so that they can get Dynavolt Smash back. I just, to an extent, wish that all of those attacks were gaining some kind of benefit from your you know, reforges and such like that. So I really enjoy the fact that enchants are more universal, but I don't really like the fact that reforges are like, well, this very specific skill is going to be super cracked, which ultimately just results in you not touching a bunch of other skills. What do I need to do again? 150. How did I level up past 150? It's been a while. I haven't done it in a while. I think I go... If I recall, plus that to go here. Evolution, advance. Oh, like, maybe I've been a little bit tainted recently. I've been playing Strangers of Paradise, and Strangers of Paradise is a game where you can buff specific stuff, but you mostly aim for like job wide stuff. You have enough slots to buff you have enough slots to buff specific stuff. So it's not like this where everything has 3 slots and you just have to like really hard bank on getting that one thing because it's very unlikely you'll get the others. I'm possibly a bit jaded by a system that does it the way that I would prefer. Oh, I loaded up Hailstorm. I didn't mean to do that. Oh god, it does like no damage. My magic attack is atrocious. I honestly thought he was coming for me. Ooh. That did not give me a level. Oh, I think I need to be in a party, actually. Okay. Oh, I'm on channel 9. Eh, I'm not too sure. I would have to change channels. This is gonna be horrendous. Oh, I was wrong. Not horrendous. Oh, you know what? I forgot about the party. Wait, am I not? What? What? Wait, did I not go to channel 1? Excuse me? What channel did I go to? Why am I on channel 3? I don't want to be on this fucking channel. What? Oh my goodness, game. Did I pick channel 3? Man, is my brain going? Let's clear this room first. Oh, I gotta remember to do BFO. You know, every time I'm here on stream, I get like I get a ton of money. An absolute butt ton of money. And then I do this off stream and I don't see any drops. Maybe I should, there it is. Ooh, Rizzo's doing can you let me join? Yeah, I'll pop fruits. Where's the bag that I'm looking for? Golden. There it is. Did my core go? Yeah, I killed him. Wait, is this elite? I think this actually is elite. Is this elite or am I just rolling bad damage? Oh shit, I gotta go. I'm gonna have to go. It's gonna get really loud soon. Thanks for stopping by for the short stream. Now I hope you guys had fun. Sorry about my my long ramble about balance and talents and stuff. I'll see you guys around. In the stream.